It can be super exciting when a particular case between two celebrities is being played out in the public domain, and it's possibly going to set a precedent in the US courts. Now, obviously the case I'm talking about is the case that has been much publicized and is all over the internet, which is the case of Blake Lively versus Justin Baldoni. Now, the two of them were starring in a movie, and basically Blake Lively alleged that there were improper advances made by her co-star to her, etc., etc., and there was a smear campaign against her. And obviously Justin Baldoni, who has now produced a whole bunch of evidence and text messages and all kinds of things, says that no, in fact, it is a campaign to take over the film's narrative and potential rights, and basically it's a campaign to, destroy his name and defame him, etc. Now, the bar when it comes to celebrities in a defamation case can be a little bit higher for obvious reasons. They have to demonstrate malice. But let me just break down defamation and the whole scenario into 4 bits. Number 1 is it's a false statement that has been presented as a fact. So basically, 𝗙𝗂𝗃 is a useless liar, a fact that has been presented. Number 2, published to a third party. So somebody talking to somebody else or saying in social media, 𝗙𝗃𝗃 is a pathetic liar, or whatever the case might be. And number 3 is where there is a malicious intention. So perhaps 𝗙𝗃𝗃 did something to X or wrote to X or created a situation which upset X, and X then felt that it was all right to smear 𝗙𝗃𝗃's reputation, and therefore there has been this smear campaign is really a malicious act, is not something that 𝗙𝗃𝗃 might have actually done, or she might not really be a liar, but calling her liar would effectively smear her reputation, etc. And then I guess the 4th thing is that 𝗙𝗃𝗃 should have suffered loss or damage as a result of somebody calling me a liar. For example, I lost a client, or I lost work, or I lost something that's tangible and measurable. So those are the 4 aspects. I mean, this case will be quite interesting because effectively social media is playing a very important part of it. The judge in the case has said that this cannot be tried in social media, as the judges are actually losing quite a lot of their patience with the amount of news, press, and all of that surrounding these celebrity cases. But whatever happens, I wanted to sort of bring that whole concept into UAE law. Now, UAE law takes defamation a step further. You can in fact file criminal charges against someone here if they have smeared your reputation maliciously, wrongfully, and done something to harm you. So there is a concept under UAE law that is acts causing harm. There is the UAE penal code that applies. There is the UAE cybercrime law that applies. So basically, you could end up in a situation where you might have said something about someone and it ends up being a criminal offense in the UAE, and social media, etc., would only serve to worsen the claim. The only issue is that UAE courts tend not to award very high compensation in millions of dollars, etc., unless the actual loss suffered by the plaintiff in the case is justifiably that amount, and they can prove that they have had a loss due to the malicious defamation act, etc., ended up in them having such a huge loss. And the other thing is, truth is not sometimes an excuse under UAE law, because you may say things and frame things which may be true, but the manner in which it has been said, or the fact that it has been said in public that has caused loss to the other party, may be taken into account. So not quite as straightforward, perhaps, if you end up in a situation where you are suffering defamation case has been brought against you in the UAE. So take care, be responsible on social media, and realize that the internet is not always your friend. And those are my thoughts from Think Tank. Thank you so much for watching.